All right, so for a problem like this, of course, what we're going to do is we're going to deal with work. And so the equation for work is equal to force applied over a given distance. That is to say, force times distance, right? And okay, so we know the distance. It says a distance of 20 meters, right? We've got an elevator. Let me draw an elevator, and it goes up 20 meters. So the distance the force was applied over was 20 meters. So work is equal to force times 20 meters. And now we have to figure out force. And of course, we're not given force, we're given mass, right? And so that means that the mass is being accelerated, right? It's being accelerated upward. And if a mass is being accelerated, then that gives us force, right? Force is equal to mass times acceleration. So in this case, F equals 400 times, and what's the acceleration? Well, the object is being accelerated against gravity, right? So acceleration is not actually A here, it would be G, right? And G is 10 for the MCAT, right? So in this case, force is equal to 4,000 newtons, right? And so we can go ahead and plug that in here. Work is equal to 4,000 times 20. And that the answer there is going to be 80,000, right? And that is in joules, right? Work, the units of work are always joules. And if we look at our answers, the closest one we have is A. That's really close, right? 78,400. And again, it's a little bit lower because we use 10 for G when G is actually 9.8. So if we were to do this, 9.8, 9.8, we would actually end up with a little bit less than this, and then we would end up with an answer that was a little bit less than 80,000. But of course, we don't really, first of all, we don't have a calculator on the MCAT, so we can't do that type of math. And we don't really need that level of precision because it is, at the end of the day, a multiple choice test. And so the correct answer here is going to be A, 78,400 joules, which rounds to 80,000 joules.